Hello guys, today I'm here to share with you top sports lesbian movies that I will highly recommend you also go ahead, go watch, go support. If you guys don't know, I love sports lesbian movies and today I will be breaking down a list of a couple that you should go ahead, go watch, go support. But before we get into it, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. So first and foremost, we're gonna start off with The Geminist. It is an independent drama film that explores themes of personal reinvention, identity, and unexpected romance. The story basically follows Jane, a former elite gymnast whose personal career was cut short by a devastating injury. At the age of 43, she is stuck in a very bad marriage and also to a job that she does not want to be part of as a massage therapist. Her life basically changes when she is recruited to perform an act, and while she's there, she actually ends up meeting Serena, and later on, the two start to embark on a beautiful and also complex, personal and also a romantic, intimate relationship. This movie is very well known. I feel like it's a true classic lesbian movies, and I feel like a lot of people have to watch it. But if you didn't watch it, it is available to watch on the platform of Tubi and other platforms as well. If you have watched it, let me know your personal opinion and what would you personally rate it from 1 to 10. I would definitely rate it a strong, strong 7 out of a 10 in my personal opinion in this case. Then moving forward, we have She Monkeys. It is a 2011 Swedish coming of age drama. The story follows, if you guys don't know, Emma, a teenager who joins a competitive, equestrian, volunteering team. She quickly develops a complex bond with the team leader Cassandra. The film explores several keys of intimacy and also the relationship between the two main characters is marked by a blend of admiration, rivalry, and also psychological manipulation. It often describes an exploration of how power shifts when things get complicated and when you both are super competitive and you are after the same goal, things can get very complicated. You have to learn how to separate things, emotions get involved, feelings get involved, but also your competitive spirit is still there and you just want to be better than anybody else. So that's more or less the complexity of this movie. If you guys are interested in watching a little bit more of the story, I will highly recommend you also go ahead, go watch and go support it on Netflix because there is where you will find its availability. And then moving forward, we have Sarah Prefers to Run in the 2013 French Canadian film. If you guys don't know, to secure government grants and afford her move, Sarah enters into a platonic marriage with her friend Antoni, while the film explores her lack of romantic interest in her husband, including in moments of intimacy. You can also see that there is a scene where she actually says that she doesn't enjoy it, basically, opening the door for her actually not being into men. Where they have intimacy in this case, it also hints to her attraction to a female teammate. Even though a lot of viewers don't consider, this movie to be a lesbian movie because of the complexity that it actually ends up taking on. A lot of people still feel like it does, so I feel like to each his own. She made it clear that her marriage is not a true marriage, she only married to get grants. Later on, she has an attraction towards, her female teammate, but obviously her goal is to focus on other things and not on her personal life. So if you guys do consider it, I will highly recommend leaving your opinion. And if you want to watch it, it's available to watch on Apple TV and other streaming platforms as well, if I'm not mistaken. Then moving forward, we have Christy. Christy is probably one of my favorite ones on the list. It is a 2025 biographical. It tells the story of Christy, a legendary professional boxer and, trailblazer for women in the sport. It explicitly focused on her journey as a closeted lesbian in a conservative West Virginia town and her harrowing escape from her very bad marriage. The movie portrays Christie's early secret relationship with her high school girlfriend Rosie and the subsequent tension with her very complex mother. She definitely had to fight for her life, especially when it comes to her marriage. She was in a very, very toxic marriage where her husband was her agent. He basically managed her whole career. You can just see like how that situation and that marriage almost took her life away. Later on, you can see at the end of the movie, she finally has that breath of fresh air and she has a happy ending. And according to what I've read, I'm not 100% sure the girl or the lady that she actually ends up, reuniting at the hospital at the end is actually her longtime partner. So yes, that was also something very cute to see. Even though we don't get to see them, building the relationship, we can definitely see how they got introduced to one another and how, they came to a point, or just her just being her friend while Christy was going through what she was going through. This movie is available to watch on Netflix. If you guys haven't watched it, you are 100 trillion% missing out of it. Practically based on one of my favorite ones on the list. Then moving forward, we have this one that, I didn't know much about until very, very, very recently. It's actually a true classic. So it is called Zen in the Ice Rift. It is a 2018 Italian coming of age, living in a small conservative village in the Italian. Zen is the only girl on the local all boys hook. It seems because their masculine appearance and attitude, they face constant, mistreatment from her teammates. Zen's life takes a turn when Vanessa, the popular girl of the team captain, runs away from home and hides in Zen's family lodge. As the two form an unexpected bond, they begin to explore their identities and desires. It is available to watch on Prime Video and other platforms as well. Hopefully, very soon I will go check this movie out. I didn't know about its existence until doing this. How can I say this review? It definitely caught my eye. It definitely caught my attention. So hopefully, like it's worth the watch. If you guys have watched it, let me know your honest opinion, regarding it down below. That would be very helpful. And yes, it looks interesting. Hopefully, like I can make some time. I love interesting movies. Hopefully, the quality and the acting and especially the chemistry between the two, delivers what I think it will deliver. So stay tuned for a possible review from me. Then I feel like we have Battle of the Sexes. This is actually one that I feel like it doesn't need no introduction. I feel like a lot of people have watched it, have supported, but just in case you haven't, if you guys don't know, the film titles refers to a famous 1973 tennis match against Bobby Riggs. A major portion of the narrative focus on the king of course struggle. The central romantic arc follows, Billy as she falls in love with her hairdresser Merlin. They have an open and relationship as Billy has to keep her orientation a secret so that it doesn't interfere with her career and everything that she has going on in the tennis world. Her hairdresser also is very respectful towards her desires in keeping the relationship low key, but obviously we all know that dynamics and things can change and things can 100 trillion% get complicated, and it was no different for them. This movie is super cute, and one thing I loved about it is that it's based on a true story. Every time a movie is based on a true story and they actually have this important, queer lesbian representation, it just makes it even better. So if you guys haven't watched it, it is available to watch on Disney Plus, and if I'm not mistaken, other platforms as well. I will highly recommend all of you to watch it. It is super amazing. So yes guys, that's basically it. If you guys know any other amazing sports lesbian movies, please drop it down below in the comments, and thank you so much for all the love and all the support. And before we get out of here, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts down below in the comments because it does matter.